Ahoy mates, here on board Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas, and we'd like to take you around and give you a tour of the entire ship as much as we can. As always, there might be some things that we don't have access to, like kids areas or, you know, age restrictive things, or if something happens to be closed at that time, but I think we're going to be able to see most of everything.
Today's a day at sea, so it'll be a little bit busy, but most things should be open, so that'll be good.
Let's go ahead and get started. We're here on deck 2. The only thing on deck 2 is there are some staterooms, and there is the boarding area, like the gangway when you're in port, and then of course the biggest thing is the medical facility, which is, you can see right through here. Turn. And right inside there is the medical facility. We're not going to go in there and film that out of respect for people, but just to give you an idea of where it is. Now, the important thing to note with this is that to access this, you do need to take the forward elevators. So forward elevators or stairs, because if you take the midship elevators or stairs, you cannot transverse this area. There will be a wall right there, and you will not be able to access it any further. So you need to come all the way to the forward and go down.
And also to pay mind that down on this floor you can get some general kind of medicines, antibiotics, band-aids, kind of very general medical things you can get here in just like it's like a little vending machine.
Yeah, 50 cents each.
I guess
just have 2 quarters, put them in there,
the quarters in here,
turn the knob,
yeah,
and out pops a cookie. Not a cookie. So that's about it for deck 2.
Yeah, that's really it. Just really to get off the ship, the gangway, and the medical facility.
And if you happen to have a stateroom down here.
Yeah.
So one thing about Jewel of the Seas is that in all the stairwells, there's all these different kinds of art. So they have them in the corners here, and then they have like a big display in the middle. So we'll try to show some of those as we go along. All right, deck number 3, pretty simple. Just staterooms.
Yep, that's it.
Let's go to 4. Yeah, this is some fun art here.
Like Route 66.
Yeah, these like light bulbs. All right, so deck number 4 now. Forward is all staterooms. So we're gonna go to the midship area and show you the stuff that's in the middle of the ship and in the back. And before we head to the midship of deck 4, we're gonna show you these Wayfinder boards that they have all throughout the ship by the elevators.
So it has a map. You can use it to find different locations of the ship, like whether it's entertainment, dining, shopping, blah, blah, blah. But also, too, you can find your stateroom. For example, our room is A005.
Gives you the turn-by-turn directions.
Also, it has the cruise compass you can look at. Here we go. It'll show you different activity that's going on during the day. It's really helpful so that you don't have to like carry around extra things like a ship map or have to carry around your cruise compass. You can just, these are pretty much near every elevator, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do have options for accessible and also different languages you can hit there. So
yeah,
all kinds of good stuff on these. Now let's head to deck 4, midship and back. Okay, so we're now in the Centrum. We've actually transversed up to deck number 5 just to give you the view looking down into deck number 4. So this is the main Centrum area. The Centrum goes from 4 all the way up to the top of the ship, and we'll show you something up there later where you can actually look down through the glass and see all of this. But this is the main area here, the main hubs. A lot of people refer to the Centrum as like the lobby, the gathering space. It's kind of the main area. Some people have even said atrium.
I think that's why it's called the Centrum, is that it's the center of the ship and it's like an atrium.
Yeah.
Centrum.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, they do a lot of like a lot of the nightlife is down here. As you can see, there's like a band set up right there. There's a band that plays there every night.
They have the 2 waterfalls on either side here, the staircase that's lit up. I think sometimes changes colors. It's usually that green though. It might change colors from time to time. They do have lights set up around, do kind of special events and stuff, special theming for that. And of course the chandelier, we're gonna show you all of that. But just wanted to give you the overview of deck 4 before we head down and show each thing individually with the bar in the middle there. So let's head down and show you that. So here is that staircase from deck 5 down to deck 4. Lots of fun. And that stage, of course, we mentioned before, the band's usually set up. Then you're in the Centrum here. That side where you see the elevators is port side of the ship. Bar is forward. Staircase and waterfalls are aft. And then starboard, or the right side for your land lovers, we do have the guest services desk and the shore excursions desk all in one together right here. And to the left of that, there is an ATM if you need to get cash for something. And then if we go around the corner here, we find the stairs. We also find the daily cruise compass available in different languages, as well as
the kids' daily planner.
All the fun activities for the kiddos, and even some officer information, the captains and all that.
It's nice, it shows you the different activities that they're doing each day and the hours that they're open. So this is a good place to come and get this information.
Again, right next to guest services and the shore excursions desk on the starboard side of deck 4. Passing through again to the midship area, back through the Centrum, and of course art that we see all throughout the ship. Now, if we turn left here and face aft, you will see the Tides dining room. This is the main dining room on deck 4 and deck 5, and we'll kind of just walk up and get a quick glimpse in there. If you'd like to see a more detailed view, feel free to check out our day 7 or day 8 vlogs where we actually dine. So this is the main dining room, and there you can go inside and eat early, late, or my time dining. We do believe my time is reserved for deck 5 because that's where we're at. Here on the port side of the ship, right next to the entrance to the Tides dining room, there is a card room available from 7 to 5. So as you can see, come inside here, they have, of course, cards, but they have other games too. Backgammon and Scrabble. Looks like they might have some drawings or something in here from time to time. And yeah, those are all signs for the crew, I guess. But it's nice. They have these big portholes in here. As you can see, tables and chairs set up. No one's in here right now. There are a lot of folks playing cards on this cruise, but they're usually out on deck. It does look like sometimes they might use this for additional dining space or maybe private function.
Probably. It's I mean, it's really nice if you have a big group that you want to play cards with, because it'd be kind of hard to find a table this big on deck.
Yeah.
So it's nice for that, and it's very cool in here.
Yeah, the AC's working really well.
So if you don't want to play
Feels
cards
good.
on the pool deck, you want to be nice and cool, then
Come to the card room.
A good spot.
Again, deck 4, port side, right outside the Tides dining room. Okay, back out at the Centrum here on deck 4. Now we're on port side of the ship. We wanted to show the elevators here because this is kind of one of the key features of this style ship, this class of ship, the Radiance class, is that they have the glass elevators that look out to the ocean. So you can see right there. But some things to note here is that if you want to go to deck 12 or 13, you want to use the special button here, because the 4 elevators that are on the ocean side of the ship will go to those levels. If you're only going up to deck 11 or lower, you can use the 2 on the inside that face the Centrum, and those elevators are glass as well. So you can see down and all the way up, 2 through 11. I believe this does go to 2. And then if you need to go to 12 or 13, you want to use these on the outside here and use that special button. And then wrapping up deck number 4, we have the Voom internet area. Usually there's someone here selling the internet packages. We're at the conclusion of our cruise, so they're no longer doing that. But this is the Royal Caribbean online area where they do have, as you can see, desks and computers set up if you need to access the internet. You don't have your own device. And
there is other areas on the ship that have computers set up too, and we'll show you those as well.
So that will wrap up deck 4. Let's go to deck 5. All right, let's take the fun stairs back up to deck number 5, give you the view of the stairs from both angles. And as we land on deck 5 here in the Centrum, you do see there is a seating area there with couches and lounge chairs. Turning to the right, we're now on the starboard side of the ship. This is Cafe Latte-tudes, one of the coolest names of a venue you'll ever find. There's lots of seating here, and this is usually available. Anytime we've come by, this has been open. Outside, you can see there is a walking deck that goes around most of this deck.
Yeah.
And this is also where you can access the helipad.
Correct.
You can see that in our day 1 vlog, because it's a little, not too difficult, but a little convoluted to get to. And so if you don't have the beverage package, here's the menu for Cafe Latte-tudes. You can see hot beverages, different kinds of coffee style drinks, hot chocolate, teas, latte of course, in the name. blended beverages, and you can see the prices there. And also a little tip here at the Cafe Latte-tudes, they have all this food. So they have different cookies, they have different cakes and cupcakes, cake of the day, and even some sandwiches. And this food is actually free, included with your cruise fare.
We didn't realize that because we knew that the drinks, you either had to have a beverage package or you had to pay for it, but it's included.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Proceeding on to deck, rest of deck 5 here. We're still on the starboard side of the ship, right next to Cafe Latte-tudes. We do have the next cruise desk, and of course we highly recommend using the next cruise desk. Everyone wins when you use the next cruise desk. Royal Caribbean gives more business. You win because not only do you get another vacation in tow, you're going to get a discount in the form of reduction in price or additional onboard credit, and you lock in usually a reduced deposit. Sometimes they have other features, so you always want to check and see what the offer currently is. And your travel agent wins too because the travel agent gets full commission. So you don't have to worry about leaving them out in the cold. Everyone wins all around. So we highly recommend the next cruise desk. But yes, deck 5, starboard side of the ship, here is the next cruise desk. And they do have flyers with all the information of the upcoming cruises, all the different types, and of course overlooking the Centrum once again. And then on this side, you can also enter the Tides dining room. Deck 5 on the starboard or on the port side. One side is usually with reservations, one side without.
And make sure that when you board and you get your SeaPass card, it'll tell you which dining room location you report to. So see, it says Tides Deck 5. So we report to the Deck 5 location of Tides, which is this one.
They usually have these signs up. It says My Time Dining, please use other entrance. Sometimes it'll say this side for reservations, other side without, that kind of thing. So they'll always point you in the right direction there. All right, deck 5, here's the Centrum again, and here's our port side elevators, of course, that look out to the ocean there. But we've been talking about, you'll see those on every deck. To the front of the ship, the forward, we're going to enter the Shops of Centrum area. And if you check our day, I want to say 4 vlog,
I don't remember which one it is, but I'll put a link right now to the day that it was.
You can see where we actually did a little bit of shopping in like kind of the main sundry shop, but they have different things, colognes and perfumes. They have jewelry like watches and such. Here in the center, they usually have stuff out, t-shirts over there on clearance. That's where they have all their hats and shirts and merchandise, food and alcohol in there, more jewelry and bags over here. You can see all of the different kinds of things that they have in each of the shops. So then they have now they have a clearance rack out because the cruise is almost over. And tax and duty free, of course. The only thing really to remember is that these are not usually open when you're in port. So then proceeding through, and the shops kind of like a, see if you can see, there's like a circular, you can enter from either side there. We just entered from the port side. Here's the conference center and the art and photo gallery. We're not going to film right now because they do have photos out for display and they ask that you don't take pictures or video of those. We're just gonna kind of come through really quick and just show you the other stuff.
Whenever a Royal Caribbean photographer takes your picture, you can purchase it here at the art and photo gallery. I believe it's $20 for an 8x10.
So again, this is deck 5 next to the shops of the Centrum, heading towards the front of the ship next to the conference center. And here's the conference center up inside where the photos are. So you see they have a room called Adriatic and a room called Baltic. And this room is not currently being used, so we can show you. If you're having some kind of business or some kind of meeting on board, you can use that. So here's some of the equipment they have available: tripods, speakers, photo frames. They have batteries and memory cards for your cameras. They sell waterproof cameras right there. Photo albums. Here's some more of the actual cameras that they sell. Canons, and oh, that almost looks like ours. It's a little bit different though.
It does.
And wow, you can have like super powered binoculars here. That's pretty cool. And as we progress through, then we have a small art gallery here. They change out the pictures here pretty much daily. And there's another one up on deck 11 that will show you too. And now we've progressed to the forward part of the ship as far as we can go. We've reached the Choral Theater. This is accessible from deck 5 and 6. It does look like it's open right now, so we'll go in for a quick look, as long as there's nothing too crazy going on. And you can see it's Choral Theater. It's definitely got the ocean vibe going on with the decor. And they do have all these cool different seats, like bar rail seating. Of course, the stage is up there, and then you can see the second level seating. They have different tiers, and it goes on up. So actually here on the back on the port side now, right outside the Coral Theater on deck 5, before we go up to 6, I did want to show there's another entrance to the conference center here. This is the Caspian boardroom. So probably a larger room. It's not open right now. I'm not going to bother in case there's a meeting in progress. Right inside here, that's the Coral Theater. The Caspian boardroom's right there. We came outside on deck. If you transverse to the forward part of the ship, go through that hallway there, you'll see stairs, go up, that takes you right to the helipad.
Yes.
So that's the summed up version of how to get there. If you want to check the day one vlog, you can see a more detailed look at it. Here we do have lifeboats, of course, and there are some loungers, and oh yeah, the ocean. That's there too. Now we transverse the stairs to deck number 6. So when we first arrive on 6, again, we're a forward part of the ship. Here's the Coral Theater, the second level entrance, both on the port and the starboard side of the ship. And that's all that's here at the front. So that pretty much covers that. Turning now, starting to head towards the back of the ship, we are on the port side. We enter the Pit Stop Sports Bar and Cinema. And first part up is the cinema. They have this display board that shows what's playing inside the cinema today and the different times. And of course the magnificent entrance into the cinema with the red velvet curtains. We'll be really quiet and go in really quick and show you. I think there is a movie playing right now.
No, I've got this. Everything's great.
Incredibles 2. If you want to see more of the cinema when there's not a movie playing and the lights are on and all that, you can check our day 2 vlog. It's so hard to keep up with.
We're on a 9-night sailing right now, so the days are kind of mushing together. Whatever day it ends up being, I will link it in the corner right now so you have access to it. I'm sorry we don't know offhand.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of all that, but that is where the cinema is. And then you proceed forward here into the pit stop. This is the sports bar on Jewel of the Seas, and as the name might imply, and as you can see by Dale Earnhardt over there, this is a NASCAR themed sports bar, which is cool because you don't usually see that. Check I know this for a fact is our day 3 vlog. That was a Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. If you check that vlog, you can see what it was like set up for the Super Bowl in here. I know that one for a fact was day 3. So yeah, here we go. This again, there's the Coral Theaters. We're on the starboard side of the ship now. And we got Jeff Gordon, we got Ricky Rudd, we got, I don't remember. This is cool, this is actual memorabilia that they've had donated to put in here to have on display, to add to the theming.
Other than Super Bowl Sunday, it hasn't been very crowded in here.
This is pretty much how it is in the pit stop most of the time, so.
Yeah.
Great place to just chill out, watch the game.
If you are looking to go to a bar, if you're looking to get a drink, this one I feel like is always the least crowded.
Yeah, now we're gonna do a little bit of editing magic because we're at sea right now. The casino is open. Videoing is not really, you know, they don't appreciate that when they're open. So we actually went through the yesterday while we were still at port, and it was closed and we could film the whole thing. So we're gonna clip that in right now. All right, Casino Royale on deck 6.
Yes.
Next to the pit stop on Coral Theater on one side and out to the Centrum on the other side. So we have slot machines, lots and lots of slot machines.
Yeah, a ton.
And then we have table games. They have blackjack, craps, roulette, 3-card poker, quarter machine. You know, it pushes the quarters, you put them in. They get the change right there. There's a bar in the center here you get drinks at, and they have a call machine. Try to get cash. They have a key machine game. They have a lottery drawing. This is the cashier. I don't want to film that too much. They don't usually like you filming that even when it's closed. This side is the smoking section.
Yes.
It is split.
It is a smoking section. You don't like smoke, at least you won't have smoke in your face kind of thing, but obviously it's not a huge casino, so you'll still smell it.
And they have ashtrays and places to put your butts out there. We have blackjack, single deck blackjack, roulette, slot machines, ATM, video poker, and then the casino hostess there, and some more final slot machines here, and then back out. Okay, And now we're back. So, but just to show you the entrance to Casino Royale through the pit stop here, and then also on the other side. Now we're gonna cut through there and we'll pick up on the other side. Okay, exiting Casino Royale now, they do have this nice stained glass art, kind of continuing the theme of having art throughout the ship everywhere you go. Even on the floor they have different colored glass and stained glass. So deck 6, just exiting Casino Royale, we do have a small seating area here next to the Centrum, which also has these little alcove seating areas with tables, and of course you can always look over down there into the main area. Now looking here starboard side, we do have Vintages, the wine bar. You can see the sign there. Has lots of seating, couches, of course wine that's stored away there. And look at the couches in the back. They have like rose petal backs. That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. We haven't spent a lot of time here because we don't drink wine, but it's a really cool area.
Yeah, and nice big glass overlooking out to the ocean and all that. Oh, this is cool. This is like the, you know, when they break the big champagne bottle on the side of a ship during christening. This is from the maiden voyage.
That's
like the big bottle right here on display here in the Centrum. This is a great view up. You got the chandelier, which is actually supposed to represent the Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. It doesn't really look like it right now, more at night. They have different colored lights shining on it. And then you can see all the way up and all the way down.
It's really pretty. Like, definitely check out some of our vlogs where we show this at night, because it's gorgeous at night.
So continuing past Vintages now, we turn and we see the staircase and the overlook area over there with the waterfalls, similar to on deck 5. Turning now, we're entering the Schooner Bar, Safari Club, and Specialty Dining area. So first things first, we do have like kind of this soft entrance, I like to call it, into the Schooner Bar, where they do have this themed nautical shipware. You can even get inside the little ship and spin the captain's wheel. Transition actually into the Schooner Bar. Restrooms on the right, and there's restrooms throughout the ship. They're always marked with those like little green lights there, so look for those. This is a really nice Schooner Bar because it's really big and long.
This is where they do like a lot of trivia, and they do like piano bars, music every night, and it's nice. It's a very comfortable lounge.
Exactly, and you can see it just goes on and on and on all the way. We have the glass pane windows there. Here, first thing we get to is Chops Grill. People dining in there, we're not going to go in and film. If you want to see more of what Chops looks like when you eat inside, you can check our day 2 vlog.
Yeah, specifically we do show the menu.
They do have the actual bar here. The Schooner Bar, of course, has the bar. The seating goes all the way around, even on the back side next to that mural. More seating here. And now we arrive at Giovanni's table. Again, not going to go inside because there's people dining in there right now, but if you want to see Giovanni's table, you can check out our day 1 vlog.
Yes.
We went inside and showed the menu.
That's right.
Cool, big, masterful ship there that took like a lot of people apparently to make.
Right here.
So any art you see around the ship, look for these little placards that tells you the artist and all about it. It took 3,500 hours for 3 master craftsmen to build from scratch.
It's crazy.
So then more seating, wrapping up the end of the Schooner Bar here, and it transitions right into the Safari Club. If you've seen our daily vlogs, this is where a lot of the nighttime happenings go on, like karaoke. They do have seating here with TVs, books you can feel free to grab. There's more books over there, and of course the 2 pool tables, the self-leveling pool tables. You can see maybe it's actually moving up and down right now to help balance out with the movement of the ship.
Also something to note, because we weren't sure about this before getting on the ship. We weren't sure if it was going to be like an arcade style where you had to pay for it, but it's not. It's completely free.
Yeah, actually this little thing you see here looks like it's where you put in coins or whatever, but it's actually just to turn on that self-leveling. And now continuing on, we do have the Safari Club, the actual lounge here, and this space is massive. They have a bar here, sometimes serving up coffees and other things like that. Tables and chairs along the windows. There's a piano back there, and then they have like couches and booths, semicircle booths, all kinds of stuff there. Right now it's set up for like a art demonstration, so we won't get into that too much. Here on the right side, when you come in, turn to the right, they do have like daily Sudoku, daily trivia you can feel free to grab and fill out. They have cards you can get, they have board games, there's children's books in the cabinet here. Lots of fun stuff.
The only thing is that they don't have pens or pencils here for the Sudoku.
And the other thing to show here is this is the entrance to Chef's Table, which is a very, you know, special dining event. It's closed. No one's in there right now, so luckily it's a glass door. You can kind of see inside. There's like a little bit of a waiting area, lounging area before you dine, and then the actual table. Space is very limited. Just call £1.73 if you don't make the reservations ahead of time.
And we don't really have a menu to show you because I'm pretty sure the menu is a little bit based on your experience that night.
This might be a example of one. All right, so we have scallop carpaccio, smoked tomato soup, Maine lobster salad, truffle tagliatelle, not sure if that's right, roasted branzino, grilled filet mignon, and Verona chocolate bar. Okay, so there's an example of what a chef's table menu might encompass.
So it's
several courses.
7-course meal.
There you go.
This is definitely the most elegant, the biggest culinary experience that you can have on this ship.
And the most expensive.
Yes. So if you're looking for something very, very specialty, this is your place.
Because you can see inside, that's the table, and that is the only table.
Yes.
So I mean, it's
very limited, so definitely reserve ahead if this is something you're really wanting to do.
So now we're gonna head out. Again, check our other daily vlogs if you want to see more of what this space looks like when it's being utilized for entertainment. Right now it's kind of a art deal. We're gonna head back out to the Centrum to show you the rest of this deck. All right, wrapping up our tour of deck 6. We do have our port side elevators again with the glass that shows. This gives you a good idea what I'm talking about. Just have these sweeping glass panes that go up the entire rest of the span of the elevators here on the port side. So that'll finish up deck 6. I think we have one thing to show you really quick on deck 7. All right, deck 7 here at the Centrum, of course. This is kind of the, as you can tell, the hub of where everything is and the easiest way to help navigating around. The only thing to show you on deck 7 is we do have the business services area, the business center. They do have computers you can use with speakers, printer to print things out, internet.
Just so you know, in case you haven't used the VOOM, which is the Royal Caribbean internet before, basically what you do is you purchase it and you get an access code. And you can use it on, if you bought a 1-device package, you can use it on any one device at a time. So you can use it, you can put in the access code with your Wi-Fi on your phone, and then if you take it off, then you can use the access code at a computer. You can use it on different devices as long as you log out and then re-log in on a different device.
Other than that, deck 7 is just pretty much staterooms and of course the view of the Centrum. So now we're gonna head on to the next one. Deck number 8, just staterooms. Deck number 9, just staterooms. Going up. All right, deck number 10, just staterooms. Going up. All right, so 8, 9, 10 were just staterooms. We're now up on 11. Can view down to the Centrum there. And let's turn and actually go this way. You can see they have an art gallery here. And it's very small, but there's some pieces. They do change these out sometimes. Restrooms there as well.
Also, to know, those restrooms right here are really nice and really big.
There you go. So now going out to the starboard side of the ship, this is the pool deck. As you can hear, it's Caribbean time. This is the smoking section though, overlooking the ocean here. Deck 11 starboard side. So deck 11 Centrum's here. There's the art gallery in the smoking section where we just came. And now over on the port side of the ship, heading aft, we enter the Windjammer. This of course is the buffet area. They always have the times displayed right here. And this section is usually open throughout the day. At night you can sit and dine in there with the windows. They do have a drink area. And of course this is one of our favorites if you watched our daily vlogs. Definitely one of our favorite Windjammers we've seen on board. It is very crowded right now. Wow. This is probably the most crowded we have seen this buffet the entire time we've been on board. So I'm pretty surprised by that. Usually when we come it is not this chaotic. But this is the food area, so kind of like a drink station on the left, drink station on the right, food on the right, food on the left, some in the middle, and then the 2 sections on the back. So you just kind of have to wind your way through. The right and the left tend to be the same thing with a couple of differences.
Yeah, it doesn't double up too much on this ship. Like usually each station is something different. There is desserts on both sides, so that's the one thing that is always doubled up. But most stations are basically something different.
And it's actually good that we came in here at this time because like I said, this is the busiest that we've seen it. But to give you an idea, it's still not as busy as a lot of the other ships are.
No, it's not. It's still not overwhelming.
If you want to see what it's like most of the time, check our daily vlogs where we came in here. So just going to pass through really quick. Not going to really show too much of the food because that changes daily, and we've shown that in our vlog some. So just wanted to show you all the seating in here. They do have this dessert and fruit section, and then the ice cream machine is here, although it's kind of been on the fritz a little bit, so sometimes it's not as cold and thick as it should be. So you see we've come through the sliding glass doors there to the outdoor dining area, and this is where we've been dining most of the time. So this area has windows that are open and it's glassed, as you can see, but it kind of cuts the breeze. They do have a water station out here as well. And then once you get to this part, this is completely open air. So this is where we have been dining most of the cruise, and this open air area hasn't been nearly this busy, but there's still some open tables, and it's just great because you get a really nice view on the aft of the ship on the back side. Check out the wake, and it just goes all the way around. Again, still open air, but it does have the tarp over the top, so to provide the shade, the cover. And then it does have there's another drink station here. Sometimes they have lemonade. They always have the ice and the water. They have coffee, teas, other things like that. And then it continues back again. Still open air all the way around. Just part of it has windows and part of it is completely open. So you want to check that out. We'll go back inside and I'll show you the other side of the buffet. So this is where we just come from the open air seating area. Did want to point out that there's stairs that will go up to deck 12 on both sides. Like here you can get to Azumi, we'll show that in a minute. But now going back inside the Windjammer through the sliding glass doors, you can see there's the food area. That's where we came in. So on the other side it was ice cream machine. On this side is the Coke Freestyle machines if you purchase the beverage package, and they give you the souvenir cup to use.
Yes, and you can only use the souvenir cups on the freestyle machines. It has like a barcode or something on the bottom, so it only registers with that special cup, so you can only use it if you have a drink package.
So again, more desserts, cookies and stuff, and then again it just kind of repeats. It's kind of a mirror situation of the food. Might want to check both sides because a couple things tend to be a little different, but the seating is the same. They have round tables, square tables, 2 tops, 4 tops, 8 tops, all kinds of stuff, and then another drink station on this side similar to that side as well. And then you just complete the loop in the circle here, and it dumps you right back out to the main thoroughfare to head back out to deck 11 on the Centrum. So we'll go out there now, show you the rest of deck 11. All right, deck 11 port side. Of course, we have our glass elevators. Back there is the Windjammer where we just came from, and now turning, we go through this circular area. This is a door that has worked like one day of the cruise. Usually it's just open air like that. And so here, turning to the left, we do have, we're on the port side of the ship right now. We do have ping pong tables, and then that dining area that we showed for the Windjammer just a minute ago. Coming out this way, of course, we have the main pool area with the loungers. They have a stage here. A lot of times they'll have people playing music or doing other kinds of activities, belly flop contest, all that jazz. So we do have all the lounge chairs and space. Of course, the main pool in the center, and we do have the big screen. They show videos of like action footage during the day, and then at night they'll show movies on deck. So there's a jacuzzi tub right there. 2 of them actually right next to each other, and then we have the pool bar and the bar seating right there overlooking the pool and the big area. And so then we continue forward through here. This is going to go into the Solarium. So we're going to go through the glass doors, and you'll notice it's a lot quieter when you enter this area than it is the main pool. So first things first, we do have the Solarium bar with the bar seating here that mix you up your drinks. Continuing on through, we do have tables and chairs, lots of areas to dine. And then very slippery, so watch your step. We do have the Solarium pool area. We have showers on both sides. Some more lounging stuff here. We have jacuzzi tub right here at the center area. And look at the theming in here. Asian style, very nice. We do have like the pagoda style buildings, elephants on either side. We do have the silver lion over there, kind of hard to see from here. And they have plants all around. And then the roof is glass, but it actually can retract and open. Day 7 vlog, yeah. I actually swam in the Solarium pool, and we actually captured this this ceiling, this closing, retracting back. We filmed that, so check that out if you want to see how that works. We do have the other shower on the other side. There's my silver lion friend, he's over there. A bridge you can walk across, and a big bell and they pipe in, you probably can't hear it right now because it's a little loud with people swimming, but they do pipe in bird noises during the day, cricket noises at night.
For any Universal fans out there, if you've been to the theme parks, and if you have, you know what I'm talking about. You know E.T. the ride? You know how you go through the forest and the queue and that like awesome smell? It smells like that in here.
Yes, it does. It's very, very nice actually. Again, it's kind of just a mirror on the other side with just the seating and the loungers, but then here we do have the Solarium Cafe. So they usually have water jugs here. We can get a drink. Then they have foods and such they offer at different times. So for this cruise today, 6:39 is breakfast, noon to 6 is like the cafe snack / lunch, and then late night 9 to 1. I know some nights it's been open as late as 2 a.m.
I think even 3 I saw
Yeah.
on the cruise compass one day. So it can change a little bit, so check the hours every day, but this is definitely the spot that is open the latest.
They usually have pizza, sometimes have like prime rib or other things, cookies, ice cream, cupcakes. It changes, so be sure to check it out.
Ooh, chocolate cupcakes.
Yeah. Coming here, we're not gonna go through because we're actually gonna go back the other way, but this is the towel exchange. So this again is deck 11. This is the starboard side of the ship. So that's the main pool area where we just were, but you can get your towels, check them out, and return them there.
And you do need your C-Pass card to check the towels out, so just have that with you if
Yeah.
you're gonna do that.
Now let's go ahead back forward to the ship and we'll show you the Vitality Spa. All right, so Solarium pool here. We're gonna turn and go through to the Vitality Spa area. So this is deck 11 forward, exiting the Solarium. We come through here, there's staterooms there, and we turn. These are the forward elevators and stairs, of course with the artwork, different lights and stuff. And you can see you can go back to the Solarium on the left, or you can go to the Vitality Spa on the right. So we'll just kind of cruise through here really quick and show you. They have the main check-in desk here, and then the spa treatment rooms through there. We're not going to show those because people are using them just out of respect for them.
And we're not, we haven't paid for a service, so
Yeah.
it's not really ours to use right now.
Can't go through there, but just so you want to know, if you want to know how to get there, again, deck 11, this is port side of the ship at the forward.
Yeah.
That is the Vitality Spa, forward elevators through there, Solarium pool right there.
Yes.
That's everything on deck 11.
Yeah.
We'll wrap that up. So now we're gonna head up to deck 12. That's kind of like the sports deck area. All right, deck 12, we're at the forward right now. So either way you go, starboard or port side, you get into the Vitality Fitness Center. So this is open daily 6 to 10. Just kind of cruise through here really quick. Gonna try to be respectful of people who might be utilizing the services or the equipment. So we enter the fitness area. They do have dumbbells and free weights here. Lots heavy ones. It's actually a pretty sizable fitness center for considering the size of the ship. This is the area they'll have different classes throughout the day, maybe yoga or spinning. They do have restricted machines here, treadmills, stationary cycles, ellipticals, all that jazz. You can see medicine balls, and they have TVs surrounded throughout, big TVs at the front. There's actually a staircase here that goes down back into the spa.
Tables where you can sign up for different classes or different activities having to do with fitness.
Yeah, get your workout on. Okay, deck 12 now forward, outside, right in there is the fitness center that we just showed you. And then we wanted to show around deck 12 on the outside is the jogging track. And they actually have a sign up here. 1 mile equals 6 laps, kilometer. Now we're gonna head towards midship and the aft and show you what else deck 12 has to offer. All right, deck 12, back there is where we came from, the fitness center. Over here back in the central area, we do have the sky bar, looking over with the tables and chairs, the bar rail, overlooking the main pool and the big screen area. And we do have loungers all the way around this deck, and of course the jogging track continuing. So that's kind of just this main area, kind of almost like a loft overlooking the main pool.
And at this bar, I do see ashtrays, so this must be another designated smoking area as well.
Ah, there you go, good to know. All right, so deck 12, there's the pool, of course, and that's the sky bar that we just showed you. So we just walked around here, and we're gonna go now inside. Ooh, automatic door action. Watch your step though, that is like a huge threshold there. It's not really labeled. And so this kind of enters into the loyalty desk area. We haven't really actually seen anyone working the loyalty desk, but this is cool because you can look straight down into the Centrum, down to deck 4. We're up on deck 12. So it's quite a long ways. And you can walk across this little bridge into this kind of like chill seating and lounging area. Like I said, the loyalty desk, but there's never anyone working here. And then this part, you can look straight down through this glass, down all the way through the Centrum, through deck 4.
And we saw people walking on it, so it must be walkable.
Yeah, it's not barricaded or anything. You can definitely walk on it.
Oh, you're doing it!
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Yeah, a little. They usually also have cruise compasses and the kids program stuff up here as well. So you want to be sure to check that out. Now we proceed through, we have our staircase here. We have our port side glass elevators over there. And so we kind of head this way, I'll show you. Same situation, just remember that only this side can you use for deck 12 and 13. As you see here on the right, where the Centrum elevators usually are, there isn't anything. There's art, and there's some fun stuff here, some pictures to look at, and you can go back out to the pool deck over on this side. So right over there is where we just entered. You can also enter on this side. No elevators here though. You have to use these on the port side looking over the sea for 12 and 13. Deck 12, midship, starboard side is where we can find all the kids club stuff, Adventure Ocean. So the different rooms of Adventure Ocean. We have the Challengers Video Arcade. We'll head in there in a second. This is Fuel, the teen area. And then right here is the kids club. We're not gonna go inside because the kids are using those right now. We will go right now though into the arcade. Turning away, we into the doors here. It's not the biggest arcade in the world. We've been in here, but you know, it's a smaller ship, so I wouldn't expect it to be. Air hockey, big bass, they have Guitar Hero, but this has been out the entire length of our cruise. They do have the prize hub, so you know, you use the scan cards now to play. It's not tokens or quarters or anything, but it's pretty cool because now you can scan your card, select how many tickets you have, and that will give you the varying prizes that you can get out of this machine. So they don't have a ticket counter, but you can still win things.
And I do recommend, like, if you have kids or if you're just an adult who really likes arcades and you like know 100% no matter what the arcade is that you're going to use the arcade at some point, purchase it ahead on the cruise planner, Royal Caribbean's cruise planner. And because usually you can get it at a reduced rate than you can on the ship, so you can get more credits for your money if you get it ahead of time.
It's a good tip because it's kind of pricey compared to land-based arcades. Of course, these are the recharge stations where you add the points to your SeaPass card using cash or credit, and you can also access the kids area Adventure Ocean through here. So Adventure Ocean through here or outside where we showed you, the whole Adventure Ocean.
Yes, so there's different sections of Adventure Ocean for the different age groups. So Aquanauts is 3 through 5 and Explorers is 6 through 8. So once you get into Adventure Ocean, they will separate the kids based on their age.
So the only difference in location then is that here is Adventure Ocean 3 through 11, out there at the Fuel teenagers 12 through 17.
Correct.
So now continuing on the arcade, we have our stacker game, we have claw machine of course, another stacker, more claw machines, rainbow colored, whoo, yikes, rubber duckies, lots of fun stuff. Arrgh! We do have a couple shooters, Aliens Armageddon and Transformers Human Alliance, and then the bling machine claw game as well. And that's the arcade.
That's the arcade.
Alright, so here's the Fuel Teen Club. Here's the kids area. It does actually say to go through the arcade to access it, so not these doors. Check though, maybe sometimes you can use these. We're gonna head outside right now though. Oh, it's quite windy. Out here on deck 12, starboard side. Of course, back there is the pool deck area that we showed you. Loungers pretty much around any deck outside the entire span. I'm gonna head back here now and show you some of the fun activities. All right, so that's the span we just came from the main pool deck area. This is the Adventure Beach water slide. As you can see, it's not very severe at all. It's actually, I'm pretty sure this is just for children. All riders must be 46 inches tall. Maximum rider weight is 300 pounds. Children up to 6 years only when accompanied by an adult. So inside the slider, these are the stairs you go through the slide. They do have the hours of operation posted, and then some information. It's for 3 to 11 years old. Children under 46 must be accompanied by an adult, and they must be potty trained and shower before they use the slide.
So ages 3 to 11 can use the slide. However, if you're 6 or under, you have to be accompanied by an adult to use the slide. slide.
The slide goes up here, you go up the steps, and then it just kind of winds around, does a little spin, dumps off down there. This is like the little splash pool area for the kids, for them to use maximum depth, only 1.3 feet, so definitely for the young ones. Now we're going to continue on from the little kids pool area. This is the Azumi, the Japanese cuisine, and this is where you'll enter Azumi, and they have the menu posted here. We have not dined here, so we'll go ahead and show you the menu now. This is like a lot of sushi and sashimi and stuff like that, tuna and bowls and salads.
And this menu is a little bit different in that it's more a la carte versus Giovanni's and Chops, which is just one standard charge for the whole menu.
Yeah, you can actually see the prices listed here for each thing. So if you want to come dine at Azumi, I don't know that this is typically included with any of the dining packages because it is a la carte. But you can come here, pay the individual price, get whatever you want.
Yeah.
So this is right inside. We'll just step inside real quick. And so we do have the bar here. You can sit and eat. They do have tables and such over there as well. And then outdoor dining as well. Tables and chairs out on deck. And then that brings you on to the back side of the ship, to deck 12 aft, where they just have some loungers. Sit over the port side and show you the rest. Okay, deck 12, port side. You can see up there is the rock climbing wall, and actually right here we do have shuffleboard. So shuffleboard on the opposite side of Azumi is where you can find that. And then when we continue forward here, this is going to take us into the sports court area. We do have basketball and soccer inside the sports court area. You can see the 2 soccer nets on either side. Only 1 basketball hoop. The balls are usually just out. You can actually see the basketballs laying over the ground and the soccer ball as well. There's the children's slide and pool area that we showed you earlier. Continuing up deck 12, that just takes you back to the main pool area. Just more loungers and stuff there.
Yeah.
So now let's head up to 13. That's the last one.
That's the last one.
We'll show you what's up there. Deck 12 at the basketball court. You can see the sign here, Fairways of Jewel, heading up these stairs. There are also stairs up there by the rock climbing wall as well. But you pretty much have to access this from the outside. I don't believe there's anywhere interior to access this deck except the concierge lounge and club, diamond club, which we'll show you in just a minute. We come across this bridge here, over the basketball court, over the water slide and kids pool area, and then still take us to the rock climbing area. There's also several loungers where you can sunbathe, but this is where they have rock climbing. So it looks like they have 3 different ropes.
Yeah, and they have 2 levels of bells.
Yeah, we do have a
halfway and then 1 full way.
middle bell and then bells at the top as well. Just more loungers over there, and then that also accesses the diamond lounge and concierge club. We'll show that on the inside. Now we're gonna actually turn back and head to the rest of deck 13. And the only thing to show back here is the awesome Fairways of Jewel. And we're not going to show it right now in full detail because we already showed that in our daily vlogs. So go back, we'll link to those. You get your clubs here, and there's a wooden box on the wall right there next to the hand sanitizer. That's where you get your scorecards, your pencils, and your golf balls. We played here and really enjoyed it a couple times.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a great view while you're playing.
Yeah, it's this kind of like glass panoramic. You can see it's not like your typical you know, windmill or hit it through the clown's mouth. There's not really any of that going on.
You know, it's pretty basic, but it's fun.
It's fun. So that's all that's here. Now we're gonna head back inside and show you one last thing on deck 13 that's inside as much as we can. We can't really get in, but we'll show you where to access it. Okay, back inside at deck 12, there's this above the Centrum, the loyalty desk where we showed you could look down the glass. We're gonna turn and go up the stairs here. Back to deck 13. On the inside, we showed you the outside, now we have the inside. So there's a couple things to check out here. Number 1 is the vortex. This is like a mixed use space. This bar actually rotates when it's in use at night, and then they have all these like lounge chairs and different chairs and tables, and as you can see, the sweeping panoramic views. And there's doors over there that actually go out to the sun deck. Just be one thing to note, a lot of times they'll block that off when they're having an event in here.
Yeah, sometimes they'll do special private events in here to where this lounge will be closed off.
For whatever reason, they usually do have like little kids toys set up here It's kind of just random. I'm not really sure what the point of that is.
I mean, it is kind of nice if you were just trying to have like some quiet playtime with your kid. Like if you weren't really looking to do Adventure Ocean that day. I don't see a lot of people up here playing with their, you know, utilizing this. So you could kind of have this whole space almost to yourself.
Vortex is a very big lounge, very large, lots of seating, lots of windows and glass to check out the view, much in line with the rest of Jewel of the Seas, and more bathrooms, of course, with the green sign that I mentioned before. Now, passing back through, here's your Wayfinder. We're gonna see the Diamond Club. So this is the, well, that says Diamond Club, but this is actually the Concierge Club. You can see that there. So if you're a suite level guest, staying concierge, you do have this lounge space. We are not suite level guests. We do not have access to this lounge space. I don't think it's open. Oh, it is. We'll just show it really quick. Yep, so that's cool. Don't want to go in there uninvited.
No, I'm happy we got a little peek, but yeah, we don't want to.
Kind of show you what it's like. Want to be respectful. And the Vortex theme continues. Of course, we're here at our portside elevators that overlook the ocean, and we have our fun flamingo friends. I don't know why those are there, but I like it.
I love it.
Then the last thing to see here on deck 13, this is actually the Diamond Club. So if you're a Diamond, Diamond Plus, or Pinnacle Crown and Anchor member with Royal Caribbean, you will have access to this lounge, which is not open because it knows I'm not Diamond.
You scan your C-Pass card, and that's how you can get in.
You can access that there.
Yeah.
And that's gonna wrap up deck 13. All right, friends, so that is it. That is decks 2, because no 1, that's the crew. Decks 2 through 13 of Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. So as we mentioned before, this is a Radiance class ship, which has the most glass of any class of ship.
I've really enjoyed Jewel, and yeah, I really don't have any complaints. I mean, not as many you know, like high energy activities that maybe some of the other Royal ships have, but if you're looking to relax or just enjoy the views, this ship is perfect for that.
So that will conclude our tour of Jewel of the Seas. If you have any questions, would like to know anything else about the ship or Royal Caribbean or cruising in general, you can feel free to leave a comment down below or hit us up through our travel agent information, which we have at the end of all of our videos. Email, you can find all that information, or our social media on our YouTube channel, in the description, all that jazz. Hit us up through any of those methods. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to hear from you about your travels and where you'd like to go, and see if you want to get on board Jewel of the Seas so that you can have a fun time. And until next time, we will see you later. Happy travels.
Happy travels.